Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We first of all, before we start off the video, we want to give special thanks to everybody, all the guys that or girls that have already subscribed to the channel. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Me and my wife are happy.
And we're reading all the comments, and we try to. Well, no, we have been replying back to just about everybody.
We're pretty much, a lot of people were asking us a lot of questions about us, and they were asking us for us to do a Q&A. So today is going to be about the Q&A. That way, of course, y'all can get to know us a little bit more. Even me, that we've subscribed to other people, we've always wanted to get to know them a little bit better. So that's a good idea, the Q&A. So that's what it's going to be. We have like 10 questions, and hopefully it's going to be good. Also, remember, guys, we're almost hitting the 500 subscribers. We're a little bit close. As soon as we hit the 500 subscribers, we're going to choose 2 people. We're going to give them $100 each. Even if we were to do it, that way people won't be like, oh, like, I don't think so, or something happened. Even if it was to be somebody that we know, like anybody of my family members or her family, like, I'm still going to give them the 100 because they want it, but I'm still going to get another person. Like, I want 2 people that we don't even know to win the money. So hopefully y'all get it. We're almost there. Get some friends, guys, some family members. Tell them to subscribe. This channel is going to be lit, I promise y'all. And let's start it off. Come on.
Mm-hmm. So our first question we had was, where are we from? And I'm originally born in Houston, brought to Dallas.
H-Town.
Yeah, but I really never got to really see enough of Houston. I would go there on vacations when I was little, but I really don't remember as much. But I grew up here in Dallas, and mostly from East Dallas, so yeah, that's where I'm from. Then we moved to the Grove. Grew up a little bit over there. Then after that, I just, like, a few years down the line, we got married, and then we came back to East Dallas. Right?
Yeah. Me, where I'm from, I was born in Mexico, Ciudad Juarez. I don't know if any of y'all know that, but I'm from Ciudad Juarez. And I got a lot of family members that I have subscribed from Juarez. So este es un gran saludo para Ciudad Juarez, all my family over there. Like I said, I was born in Ciudad Juarez, but I was brought to Dallas really young, like almost a lot of people know. So I don't really know too much about Ciudad Juarez, but I have visited, and like I said, I love the place. I love it so much. A quick story. I remember when one of the times I went, I was young. I was probably about 10 years old. I remember I went to Juarez, and I fell in love with it. The bus we would catch to go to downtown.
Fell in love with who?
With Ciudad Juarez,
okay.
the place. I no girlfriends or nothing. But any girlfriends I had, talk about Ciudad Juarez. I'm just saying, but, like, if I had any girls over there, nah, just playing. But I do remember this. Let me tell you the story. I remember we went to Ciudad Juarez, right? And I remember when I was there, I seen all my cousins, all my uncles, and everybody, and they would all have VGV. And I would be like, oh, so that's like our set, that's like our territory. And
gang.
Gang. They're like, yeah. So I remember I was like 10 years old. And I remember I went to downtown, and the downtown is like a big old flea market. I don't know if y'all know, like a big old flea market where they sell everything. And I remember there was this place where back in the day they would wear these belts, the old school belts. They were kind of square. They were square, and then they were like the I don't know how to describe it, but they were long. They would go all the way to your knees. And
oh, really?
Like the belt, you put on the belt, and then the whole belt you would make it so long that the strap would go all the way to your knees, and then the strap, everybody would put their whatever set they were from. And I remember I went into the store and I told them, I said, I need the belt and I need a VGV, and I got me my hat and everything. And I remember my uncles, everybody like, man, you can't be going out there like that, walking like that with that, because that's serious here, like, and everything. And I would tell them, like I said, well, I'm VGV, this is Ciudad Juarez. I represent my place. And even my wife, she met my grandma like maybe a couple years ago. She started coming here to Dallas to visit. And my grandma, I don't know how old she is, but no matter how old she is, and I asked her in front of my wife so she can see, I still ask her, I said, Grandma, what you represent? And she'll tell you VGV, Ciudad Juarez. And so that just the story I wanted to say, because that was crazy. But I always had and I think I have it somewhere, but I always had my belt and my hat. So every time I go to visit, I have my VGV, because that's where I came from. I'm proud where I came from. I love Ciudad Juarez. That's a beautiful place. I have a lot of family members, uncles, cousins, grandmas, everything up there. So saludo para Ciudad Juarez. But I was born over there, but I was raised in Dallas, Texas, in East Dallas, where she's talking about OED.
But we never seen. Well, we lived like right down the street from each other, right, like a block when we were kids, and I never seen him. He never seen me. So it's kind of weird. It's like I don't.
That's true. Because then when we did meet and we're talking about like where you were from and everything, we'll be like, wow, like I was like down the street from you all the time.
Yeah, we're like a block away from where he lived.
But she was probably like in the sorry apartments, and I was in the
No, I wasn't even in the apartments. Okay, I was in a duplex.
Well, we never met. Yeah, that's the funny thing. But we were like right down the street. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like so close by.
Okay, the second question I'll take turns. Is how did we meet?
We met through a mutual friend. Remember? I had a friend.
But tell them where we met.
Okay. Well, first let me get to the story.
Okay.
I had a friend. I don't want to say her name because it's not even important anymore. But she was like, we would hang out, and it was like a little church group. We'd get together, and then I know she would talk to him over there in their group. Because there's like groups everywhere of the ones that hardly ever go, the ones that do go, and then the ones that are always there. And I was probably one of the ones that hardly ever went because we had issues just getting there. And I remember she would talk to him, but I never asked like who is it or nothing because I was really not. I don't want to sound rude, but I was not interested. I was in a relationship at the time.
I'm gonna let her finish her story, and then I'm gonna give y'all the truth.
No.
You know how they always say there's a
truth.
There's a two stories to stop, but then there's a truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now.
No.
I'm
And
gonna let her finish her story.
Then he just came up to me. He was like, hi, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, But he was wearing a suit. So he was like in a suit. And of course, every time I went, I was wearing like a dress because we had like dressed kind of fancy. And then he was always in a suit. So I was like, ew, like, I know he ain't trying to talk to me with that suit. It was weird because it was like, I was not used to those kind of guys like that go to church with the ties and the suit and the shoes, and I was like, okay. And then he had his little briefcase, and I was like, oh, okay, Mr. Church guy. So I really thought he was just so into. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being into a religion, but to me it was just kind of funny because I was just having fun. I wasn't really thinking about, let me get home and pray, and let me go to church and pray. Now that I have kids, that I have a family, is when, I do consider it a lot more. We do family prayer together. The kids do the prayer with us too. Like anything that's got to do with, with the Lord, the kids are all in it, read the Bible and stuff like that.
Okay, but you keep getting away from the thing. How we met. Let me tell you a story how we really met. Yeah,
I'm not gonna let you put it on there if it's a lie.
No, hold up. I don't lie, guys. I don't lie.
If it's a lie,
I don't lie. I expand the lie sometimes, but I do not lie. How we met was, yeah, we did meet. I still remember. I remember my mom. Saludos to my mom. My mom would always every Sunday tell me, hey, she'll be like, son, are you gonna go to church with me today? And every Sunday almost I'll be like, no, mom. Oh, I'm tired, mom. Oh, no, mom. I gotta do this. I never. And there was this one time that I remember because my mom, she's always been cool. She's always been down with me. She's always had my back. So I remember one Sunday she asked me, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. My mom, make her happy. And I remember I went, and yes, you have to wear like a suit or a tie or dress up. And I always had this suit that I had for like 4 or 5 years. It's the same suit, the same shirt, everything. I would just hang, as soon as I get out of church, hang it up there. Maybe a couple months again, I would put it on or whatever. But I would always have that same suit. It was all... I don't know. I wasn't, but I would just go and sit down and then make my mom happy and go home. And that one particular time that I went, I remember I was sitting down, and then I remember we were sitting down in church, and I remember somebody always getting there late. And so when she would walk in, I turned around and I seen it. And I seen her walking with her mom, and I seen this girl, and she had braids. And she had a gold, not a gold grill, but she had those, I don't know what they call them, but the gold trim around the teeth.
It's a crown. The
crown, and they were gold. And I remember I seen it, and I was like, oh, wow. Like, I was so attracted because I was like, damn, she looked like a hood chick. She looked my type of girl, what I'm talking about? And I remember I seen her, and I was like, and her braids were red, like red braids, and like I said, the gold grill and everything. And I remember I was like,
detail.
You know what? I was going to go, I went up to her. as soon as church ended, I ran outside. I was waiting for them to come out, and then I, introduced myself and said, hey, do you come? She said, yeah, I come sometimes with my mom and this and that. And then the funny part about it, guys, so I left that day, that same day. I left and I went straight to the mall. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go buy me a new suit, a new tie, a new shirt, get all freshed up. Because I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to holler at her. And like she said, and then check this out. So I go back the next Sunday all freshed out, ready to, see if I seen her, ready to talk to her and everything. And I waited. She didn't even go that day, guys. So I was like, oh, man. I said, all this.
We had issues getting there.
But finally, we got to talk more and more. And like she said, she had a friend. And I knew this guy and his girlfriend at the time. I seen her talking to her. So I was like, hey, introduce me to your homegirl. She's pretty and everything. And her homegirl was like, no. I said, my homegirl, she don't like big guys. Like, she's not into guys like you. And I said, what? And she said, yeah, she's more into like the pretty boy swag, she don't like no hood dudes, no big dudes, nothing like that. And, but inside me, I was like, I seen her with the red hair and the gold grill. So I said, no, she just don't know. She don't know what kind of guy she like it. But once she find out a real dude, hood dude like me, I said, no, she gonna be with me. I could tell. She didn't know. She still didn't know. So she was in denial, dating these other guys like pretty boys and all this, and nothing against them. But I was like, nah, you belong over here, girl. You don't talk about from East Dallas and Pleasant Grove. You don't talk about you belong with a hood dude. You don't belong. But yeah, that's how we met.
And the rest is history. Mm-hmm. Well, we did kind of meet like that. Mm-hmm. But then remember you were telling me that you would always tell that friend of mine. No,
I would always tell her. I would always be like, hey, hook me up. And she'd be like, no, she don't like big guys.
And she never told me. That's why I never seen him like that. I never seen him like that because she never told me.
She don't like.
I would see him more like church boy. Like I'm gonna poison his mind.
But when she did finally say yes to go out on a date, I remember still, and she'll tell you the day that I picked her up, and she walked in. When she went into the car and everything, when I picked her up, I mean, she looked at me and she was like, "What?" Like I thought, I guess she really thought I was different, but I would.
No, because I didn't see you in your suit, so I was like thinking, well, he's probably just gonna go home, change his suit, change his tie, and come back and pick me up. Because my mom would always like big holler to my mom, because my mom would always be like, "Mira que jaques y que mira que talk to him, que he's a good boy," and I'm like, Mom.
But I'm a good guy, but she seen me and she was all like, what?
Mom's always known.
I've always had big glasses, big frames. I love big frames since.
I did spot that out. Because when he picked me up, he was weren't you wearing your gold grill?
Yes.
He was wearing a gold grill, which he did not wear.
Pull-up grills.
He didn't wear those to church like when we were all there. So I was like, I would wear mine all the time because I would never took mine off.
Which we should ask her what happened to my gold grill.
What happened to What happened to your gold grill? He always says, he swears he lost it at my house.
I left it at her house one time. I pulled it out because we were going to eat. So I pulled them out, left them right there at their house. So I don't know if she stole them or my mother-in-law stole them and pawned them. But somebody stole my grill from that house. And I still don't forget that. And I ain't never gonna forget that because until now,
you're crazy.
I believe that somebody stole.
That's like past 20 years.
Yeah, but still my gold grill. I was like one of the first ones. Had my fresh gold grill, top and bottom, guys. 8 teeth, top and bottom. And I thought I was a man.
Anyways, back to the question.
Nah, but hold up. If any pawn shop out there knows and Pleasant Grove knows that a gold grill was out there, let me know because we need to check this out. I miss my gold grill. Which I'm probably gonna get again grill, which she don't like, but I'm gonna get the permanent ones. Because they stole my dream when I was a kid.
You were a kid?
I was a kid back then. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But anyways, that's how we met.
My turn. The next question: how long we been together?
We got married in 2003. Right?
I'm not good with dates, but it's been.
Me either. Junior is like 14 years old.
Mm-hmm. So 13 years.
So about 13. No, a little over 13.
A little over 13 years old.
A little over 13 because we dated for we were friends for about a year and a half to 2 years. Because we were still friends. We were still taking things slow. I was like,
more friends with. Let me be in the now.
No, we were friends.
We were friends, but.
No, we were friends. We were friends. And then after friends, we started dating after being friends. We dated for like about a good year, I think.
Yeah.
And then after that year, things switched. I moved out of my parents' house. I went to school, and then I was trying to like, you know, like say bye. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go off to school, and I'm gonna, you know, concentrate on me doing stuff for me. At the time, I still was not taking him too serious because he may look all innocent and stuff, but he always had all these girls around him. Anywhere we go, it was like, hey, who's that girl with you? So it's like, go handle your business. I'd be like, go. But that would also let me feel like, okay, if he goes, then he's just gonna have to wait even longer, because I was not gonna be like sharing. But after that, where was I at?
I don't know. Let's get to the next question, because now she's lying. Yeah, but we've been together about a little bit more than 13 years.
No, after that, let me get to where I was at. After that, we did get together, and then we just decided, you know what? Let's just get married, right? So
we got married because we had a little situation.
No, it wasn't that much of a situation.
She called me one day and she said, "Hey, I think I'm pregnant." And
liar! And you're such a liar.
We found out she was pregnant, and
no, this is how it happened. Every time we went out to eat, we would always be fighting. For some reason. We'd always be fighting. And every time
because she's a hood chick, man. She's from Pleasant Grove and from East Dallas.
Every time we go out, we would like make a scenery somewhere. Remember we did that scene at the mall?
I don't remember. No,
anyways, and I would get so mad because I was like, it's every time we go out to eat, this nigga gets onto me, and then I like throw up because I'm so mad, and I'll be like, I'm just throwing up, like, because I'm so mad. And it was like all the time, remember? But like throwing up on something. I'll be like, hey, we're gonna go to my friend's house. We're gonna go have dinner.
Stay away from hood chicks.
His mom is gonna cook us food, and he was like, your guy friend. I said, yeah, he's just a friend. Let's go out to eat. Remember? And then we left from there, and the food was really good because she cooked like what was it? Remember, it was a different culture food. I don't know what it was.
I don't know, but anyways, she found out she was pregnant. To cut the story short, she found out she was pregnant. So we said, hey, let's
we were just like, let's just get married
and see where it goes. A lot of things too. A lot of people tell me, they say, man, how you have a marriage for so long, 5 kids, and how y'all been married. And I tell them all the time, I said, guys, it's because a lot of people want to plan out like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And to be honest, I've never planned nothing in my life. Like I've always told my wife, like
we don't plan nothing. We just do.
Guys, I live day to day. And I'm always living day to day because you never know if you're going to be here tomorrow. And so, like, I told my wife, like, let's get married and let's just go day to day. And, thank God we've been together. Like every couple, we've had our ups and downs. We've had our fights. Like, that's normal. That's never going to, like, anybody that tells you, oh, no, we've never fought. That's a lie. I mean, that's impossible. But at the end of the day, like, I love her. And I'm pretty sure she likes me or something. Thanks for watching. Hopefully y'all liked the video. We're going to keep coming with dope videos. And don't forget,
it's going to get better.
As soon as we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to give away $200.
So subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below.
See y'all later.